So today we are going to see the next part. In the last part we integrated the cool admin theme. Okay, this is and 1 to 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so this is our admin area with the cool admin, and we have to do some corrections for the images. This is all about the base URL and relative path. So this is our dashboard.php, and here is one problem. This is not problem, but I want to separate sidebar, this top navigation bar and sidebar, separate from this main content of the page. Okay, so first this is the main menu sidebar. Okay, so I cut it here. It's select Ctrl X. Yes, here 1 2 3 is the line, and I create one more view. Yes, in the layouts. Okay, in the inside the admin, inside the layouts, I call it as a sidebar.php. Press the okay, and I simply call this sidebar here. This I think view, we are not going to extend it, and the path is admin layouts layouts, and then sidebar dot only sidebar. I refresh. Okay, it gives me error because undefined method. Okay, I go to controller and check for the correct method. It is return view or echo the view. So this is the, I just have to echo this view. Okay, I don't write anything else. Let me check again. F5. Okay, again. Codeigniter 4. View. Another view. Best method. Okay, here we Stack Overflow. Okay, this one is first. This load view. Okay, this load view. Now let me try. No, undefined property. This view, we tried this, but it did not work. This and view. What did it say? Okay, one more problem we have. Instead of echoing, we should use the PSV. Okay. Let's check. Equal to undefined. So this view is not working. Say this load. Undefined property load. Okay, it's not working again. This load view is not working. Why? This is in controller, okay, and this view, I think method 3 data, and in your view, load view, include this load view. Okay, so this load view, okay, we have to check why it is not working. Including, okay, instead of this can also use require, that the basic PHP function, but it is not good, so we have to include with the view only. This extend is not correct way to do this. So let's see what happens with this extend. We can't extend again. Okay, admin layouts sidebar is not valid file. View, no, it's okay, no admin, only layouts sidebar. Can we extend? No, that not, because this is not the correct way. This view, I have to put it correctly. It's all 8-year-old albums. It is for codeigniter 3. In the codeigniter 4, sending data to this include view. Okay, here is some method. Yes, here is the include method. This include. Okay, so I save it. Yes, if 5, yes, it is included, but what happened? Sidebar is included. Menu sidebar. Dashboard, logo, dashboard, and all those things I have to debug. Okay, the source header mobile is there. After that header mobile, I have called this sidebar here, include in the dashboard and of the header mobile. But it is not included properly, and this time we have to echo this. Okay, so I use the shorthand echo. You can also use the echo statement. Okay, now we have this sidebar, and in future if you want to make it dynamic, we need to send some data. Okay, this is not our requirement right now. If you require, we will see in the future. So it's quite confusing with the debug view start one, that sidebar, because we are in the development mode. We can debug the code. So I have separated this sidebar. Same way I have to separate this top navigation bar. Another thing is there, press the F12. I have this mobile menu. Okay, this mobile menu is different from this sidebar menu. So first thing, this is the mobile menu. I will make it separately, cut it, and okay, so in the layout, mobile menu.php, and I paste all the code there. Okay, so I again need to do same thing for the yes, it's okay, I know this is not interesting, but it is needed because in the future, if the code increases, we can separately manage the mobile menu, we can separately manage the sidebar in that way. Okay, so still we have the same structure. Again I debug and check. Okay, it's working. And one more thing is remaining is the desktop header. So go to dashboard again, and this is the header desktop. Okay, so here at line number 11 I have to do this. So first I create the layout for the desktop header. For PSP. Okay, I save it. Then I go to dashboard. This time I echo this view with the help of include function, desktop header, and I save it. I refresh and check. Yes. So in the view, in the front end view, we don't see any changes, but we have separated the sidebar, this desktop header, and mobile menu. So next time, if we create a new view, this new page like a dashboard, I don't have to copy all those things again and again. So just we use these things and repetition is avoided. So here are some dummy text given to the charts. Here are some graphs are there and charts. They give the dummy data, but it's dynamic, means if we change this data, we can fetch the data from the database, calculate the number of. So for the restaurant, we don't need members. We need this item sold also, and total earning is okay. We can say number of users. Okay, instead of online, we can say number of users with our system. Second is number of items sold, and here we can make like this: number of items in our system, number of items sold, earning, and number of orders. We can say sometimes if we have the guest checkout, we not consider that user. So we can make any type of combination. Let's see how our project goes further. So this is the basic name given, cool admin. Instead of that, actually it is the alternative text for this logo, and when I click here, I should go to the front end of our site and it should open in the new page. So for the desktop view, now that logo is in the sidebar. Okay, here is that logo. Yes, this image, and okay, I do like this. I have to use the base URL function, and I give this path as a so first of all, this is our theme template, we don't need it again. So I go to C drive in XAMPP in the htdocs and restaurant. Okay, in the assets inside the admin we have the images, and the icon I have this cool admin. Okay, so this was for the admin theme, and we consider the logo is displayed in both front end and admin backend. We can use this. Actually this front end thing don't have any logo by default. I go here and logo maker and make some food logo quickly just for the demo purpose. Create a new design, then food logo. Okay, yes, I need a rectangular logo. Restaurantly. Okay, I make it some small size of text, but it is also no. This way this will work fine. I need to change its font also. I will say something fancy font. Okay, it's okay. Let's select it. Okay, let's can consider some structure. It's not perfectly, just so. Okay. Now it's okay. No thanks. Download the version. We have the logo. I put this logo. Show in the folder. I just make one copy. Control C. Yes, here I put it. And I rename it to restaurantly. Okay. In the upcoming series, we are going to see how to change the logo by uploading from the admin panel. So my path is restaurantly assets img restaurantly. Okay. Assets img, and I think it's png. Yes, we have the png. I save it. Okay, now have the logo. And we have to link it to the front end of the website, and it should be open in the new target. Okay, blank. This is my base URL, and in the base URL I just use the forward slash because we want the front end URL. Okay, let's test. Okay, so I have made this call. So if admin made some changes, that should be reflected quickly. That can be seen by the admin quickly. Okay, so this part above, that graphs and charts, we will discuss it later because we don't have that functionality yet, that order taking and all things. And let me do first the simple thing like changing these text and background images. If you do the video, we change that from the admin panel. Okay. we are in the dashboard, and this is our front end. So first thing, I want to change this restaurantly name. Okay, restaurantly. Okay, or we will put the logo here. So welcome to restaurantly, and this is the heading and subtitle. Okay, not this. Yes, this is what the home section or hero section. Then this is about section, menu section. And to have the consistency between dashboard and front end, we create same menu here that to manage the content of that particular section. So for the home, okay, we need to create another view. We may use the forms given here. So quickly I open the cool admin demo. Okay. I click on forms. Okay, we need something like this for each section. Okay, other one thing we can also do, we can create one page, the forms. Instead of forms we can say information, and we control the all sections information, that is home section, about section, menu section, etc info. So I just use this form.html, and we try to add more. So in first I have to write the action for this in admin controller. So this is our index which goes to dashboard. So I copy it. Okay, control V, information. I create information action, and it will go to information. Okay, so first so I need to create that field. So I go here, I just duplicate this file, reveal in the file explorer, Ctrl C V, F2, information. Okay, so in information we have all the things like a mobile menu, sidebar already included, but we don't want this main content. Okay, we want different main content. In the main content we have the top, this row is also okay. Okay, we have the template, cool admin, the downloads. So C00, where is that? Not this downloads here. Here. So I want this form content. Okay, I open single file with the code. Header footer we already set. So I go to, this is the header, then I am currently in HTML file. Okay, so first this is the page container. Okay, and inside that is the desktop header, and this is the main content. So I simply copy this main content div. I think it will end there. This or to find where that comment end of main section. Okay, not given. Okay, footer is also there. We don't need that footer. Yes, this is white line. I have one plugin, that's why it's showing this. Still going. Yes, this is the row. So container fluid, and inside that we have the one row that is also okay. We also not separate the footer. Let me check first. This is our dashboard, and yes, we not separated this footer and all those stuff. So I have to take entire this page container. Okay, so inside the form we have this page container head desktop, and this is the main container, and okay, where our footer ends for the dashboard, because we had copied the same. Yes, and if I go to layout, and we are using app layout. Yes, this is our layout. This is our body section. Yes, it starts from the scripts. So we have to select all the things from the that main content to that where the jQuery starts. So I have to copy all those things, including that last end of div. Okay, I copy and replace with the, I go to information, minimize the main content and all that thing. Okay, I replace, save it. I go here in the dashboard, I replace with information, not information, I need admin, then information. Okay, so where is our controller, admin controller and information? We need to write the route for this, so we go app config, in that route.php, routes.php, and we define this admin index. Okay, and we are with the admin only in the same group. I wrote that I like here info. Okay, so and information. So if in the URL admin/info, then call this action information from the admin controller. Info still front app controllers admin info. No, this and this route is not working. Info filter auth is there, admin then /info. What's going wrong with it? I write info here. No, admin info not. Controller on method is not admin information. Need information. It is there. Okay, that's not problem. work. Do I need the forward slash or not? Okay. Yes, that's the problem with the forward slash, because it was already inside the group, so I don't need to put that forward slash before the URL, that word information. If I put info, then only then also it work. So only it will show 404 now, because no any route for that information one, but for the info we have the route. Okay, so this is how it works. It was within the group, but if we are going to route separately, we also have to cover this admin and forward slash info. So to avoid that admin word again and again, and also we have applied the auth filter. So without login we can't access those routes which are in this group, so it is easy to manage the things. Okay, so here done. Now we have many forms and we will use as per the. So first thing is our home. So I call this first form, credit card form, as home, because those are dummy form and we use them as per the requirement. First thing, I will create a link for that. Instead of charts, I will create a link for the info. So this is in the sidebar. So I change that. So I go to sidebar.php and I find that okay, also I don't need this ULLI. These are 4 variants of dashboard. Within the theme we don't need, we remove this unnecessary code. So instead of chart, I will say information. Okay, and here the link will be base URL. Okay, after the base URL, what you have? Admin and info. Okay, so like this, base URL is still restaurantly, then admin and info you have. I hit refresh, check on that info. Okay, it's route correctly, but one more thing, the selected is still that dashboard, because it's static in the sidebar. That active class is here. Okay, so we have to check the URL, and if that URL match with that particular string, then only we have to apply the active class to that what call that li of that unordered list. This is the sidebar. I have removed that as sub class from this, and here I have to apply. So I have to write some logic here. So get current URL in codeigniter. I know how to get in the or in the PHP, but how to get current action. Okay, this will be the more in codeigniter 4. Controller and method name we want in codeigniter 4. There might be method. So route is equal to service route. Controller is router controller name and method name. Okay, so I need a method, cause In the backend, we only using only one controller, that is admin. So inside the sidebar, I write some logic before this navbar. Here I start the PHP code, and here I copy this and I echo this method just to check. Okay, and we can use the if else or switch logic for it. Okay, and so I refresh and I right click and check the view page source. Okay, and here our mobile menu and sidebar. Yes, here you can see the method name information is here. Okay, and if you go to admin, okay, so this is our dashboard. Inspect, not inspect, I want to view page source, and you will see page view before. Yes, here index, and those names we are getting, those are in the admin controller. In the dashboard home I get the index, and in the info I get this method. So depending upon that, we are going to apply some logic. Okay, I have the method name, okay, here, and here I have some logic. If for dashboard it must be index. You can apply the for loop also, but right now I just made it simple. Cut this thing, li class I say. This is the variable. Okay, we will use another logic. First I define that variable and dashboard. Okay, this should be selected, and here that class should be applied to this. So again I have to write PHP here. Class is equal to this, Ctrl Z. Class is equal to active. I write this in a single quote to get li class. Okay, active. Okay, this is default. No. Either it should be active or li class should be nothing. We don't need to add any class if it is nothing. So this, so what we do, so first I define this to null, and I check if okay dollar method is equal to index. Okay, then li class is equal to this, and I echo that string here, li class. So how to echo that? Now it's okay. Okay, so here you will get class is equal to active, or you will get empty string, means nothing. If it is if the current method is index, then only here we have the active class. Okay, The same logic we will have for the next. So I copy this li and use it for the info. Don't worry, if you have more than 5 or 10, you will use another logic. Okay. So currently I am using this only here, information. So currently we are dealing with only 2. So this is for admin, dashboard is selected, and okay, here only we can check information. The information must be selected. Yes, our logic works successfully. Again, I explain you in short. So I search on Google how to get the current method name. So this way I get the current method name, and if current method is index, means the user, admin user on the dashboard. If the current method is information, then admin user on the information section, that is on the form section. And depending upon that, first I define the li class. This is a string variable to empty string, and that particular method is there. If the current method is index, I apply this value to the string class is equal to active, and I echo that, this shorthand echo that this is, and I echo that inside the li opening tag. So if the current method is index, it will echo here class is equal to active, else it echo the empty string. So in this case, for the dashboard, here is li class value is empty for the dashboard, and for the second, here the current method is information, and that's why the condition is true here. Here line number 26 is true, and li class variable get assigned with class is equal to active, and we echo that. So every time for the each li we are calculating the value of li class and apply to that li opening tag, that echo. So only one variable is only one link is shown to be active, and this is done by css of that theme, cool admin theme. So we just apply the active class and its color get changed. Okay, and I want to change this logo. Instead of chart logo, I want some info logo. So again in sidebar, I check it is FAS. Okay, FAS for info. I don't know whether it does exist, so I save and check. Otherwise I have to go. Okay, it's working. Otherwise we can check the font awesome cheat sheet and find the appropriate logo. So inside the information, here I have to change basic information. The first thing is to change this title and subtitle of form. First I change the form name to, where is my information yes, here. This is information. Yes, it started here, credit card instead of that, home section or hero section. Okay, I save it. Okay, manage home section. So here I need one thing. that is well this is the title and the following line is subtitle. I need two text boxes with the title and subtitle. So first is payment amount. I rename it to title, and I remove unnecessary this following three fields. So this is my form. So input ID is given, input text is given. Instead of this CC payment, I say title, home title, more specific, table for the home title also. Name also I change. Now I use the underscore. Yes, here also I have to change home title. Then name on the card. Okay, we don't need the following card number. Phone book. I remove this. Delete. I don't need the following row. This is submit. Hit submit button. I save it. Again I refresh it. Okay. Home title and subtitle. Rename this name on the card to subtitle. And home subtitle. Home underscore subtitle. Put type text. Class CC name. I don't want it. Okay. It valid also I don't need. Okay. What is it? Okay, some CSS might be there. CC name, Arial equal to error, false, error. You don't need all those things. We are going to make it simple. So form controller. Okay. Here is some error box. That span will display some error. It occur. I save. Now checking. Yes, and here some value is there in home title. I don't want this value there, so I have to search value and remove it. It will be soon filled with the field from the database. Okay, so this is our form. Okay, manage the home section. Okay, instead of this pay, where is it? Yes, span. This all in the bottom. Submit. I don't want this lock. If you want, you can keep it. You can use also another logo there on the font also. No icon there. So I don't want this sending also. So This is the simple form. You can change its color to success. Where it is, input button LG block button info success. So this theme is based on the bootstrap, so you can also use the bootstrap in classes. Okay, so here if I submit the form, it should be get submitted somewhere, so I have to write the action there. So information home data. I will going to write some method in admin controller only. So I need a base URL. Inside that I have the admin, then home data. I just write this home data, and I will redirect it using the routes. Here Control C, here home data. Okay, so and instead of get, now it is a post method. We are going to post the data to this home data, and here I will call home data home data. Okay, add home data. Okay, add home data. I will create that method. I copy this name, so the route, add home data public function, home data. Okay, and here I echo for the testing whether the form coming to here after submission. I just submitted. Okay, just echo that, and I die just for testing purpose, and I just refresh it and try to submit. Yes, submit. It is pointed correctly to that method. So you get how we have pointed. First we have to write that in the form. Okay, that action, then we have to go to route and redirect that with the post, and where we have to post that data. Also remember, when you using the form, always try with the post because it is the secure one, otherwise it will get the problem. Security reason, anyone can with the URL can try to fill the form. And inside the route we have the apply the filter for the group admin with the auth, so only when the admin is logged in, then only can submit this data. Okay, so these things are done, but we need some model and database to connect this form with the database, and when we submit the form, if all data is good, we can submit it to the database. So here is our database, and we have to use a multi-auth database name for it. Okay, so what I going to do, I just export it, and I create a new database for this purpose, because we are going to use this multi-auth again and again. Our base project is there, so I exported. Okay, and I created a new database, and I name it restaurantly. Okay, so just drag this file in the restaurantly database. And next thing, we have to make the connection, change the connection using the env file which is in the root. instead of multi-out, I rename it to restaurantly. Okay, and I save it. Again I hit the refresh and check. Yes, everything is fine now. Even we are in the restaurantly because we have just copied all the things and we are logging with the okay. So now we are connected to this database, not with this. I hit the F5 again, and this is our restaurantly table database, and this is our table user. I create a new database and I username home data. So we can also do things differently, just like we create only one table information, and this way instead of creating multiple tables, but we do first with the multiple tables because this will be very complicated. We can see such cases and another time when we have lots of things to add, and this is not that much big project, so I just continuing creating with the multiple tables. So I create home data table, okay, or I just home data, okay, and I have the ID, okay, then I have property, this the title and subtitle, name and value. I have three things, okay. So name should be a haircare, this is title or subtitle, this is the property, and value might be a text or varchar is sufficient. We can't give the we cannot give 255 is the sufficient length, and I save it. So you have the table like this with ID, name and value, and either we update or add the record. So when this form is submitted, first we have to do something with this form to check whether all the fields are filled and have the proper values. So I go to that information. Here is that. Here, this is our first form. I make these two fields required. Okay. So I type here required. Okay. And also I need this field input type required RD. Okay, I refresh, and now if I try to submit the form, it should not submit, it should allow me. Okay, I think it's required. Okay, it's directly submitted. Why it is not asking me further? There is require is equal to true. Just confused with the methods. HTML5 required. I think is required, and it should work like this. So what is wrong? Okay, it is here to stop. I had it required here. home title. Okay, I write required is equal to true. And again check whether it is working or not. Input. Okay. Also, form should not be submitted when we use the require. Okay. Inspect. Check whether it is value is okay. That's the problem. And might be. That should not be problem with the following. I removed it all other things. It has that classes might be the theme CSS and JS may causing it some problem. So I think form controller is okay. Okay, don't have anything extra. Again, let's try F5. Submit. So these are some drawbacks of using ready-made themes. Okay. Form controller is there. No valid. Something is applied to this form. Might be our validation. Yes, that was the problem. That no valid property was set for the form, and we should okay, and we don't need equal to true. Just have to add this keyword, that attribute, this single keyword without value, any value. So if I okay, this have, it should warn us for the subtitle. So it's working nice. So here is the title, welcome to restaurantly. I want to change it, and here if we inspect, restaurantly is separate span, and here okay, welcome to restaurantly. So home title, we may allow the code here also. So welcome to restaurant. I apply the span to that specific. Okay. And at the bottom we are delivering great food for more than 18 years. 18 years, too much. More than 80 years. Okay. So, and I want to submit this. Okay, I submit this form, and it is here. So now next thing, we have to go to the admin controller, and I have to check the field information here. Okay, so submitted, require. So we have to get the data from the post method inside the codeigniter. So codeigniter for get post data. Okay, in controller, incoming request. Okay, with the core PHP you can get with the global variable $_post, but you can use this also in codeigniter, but this is not the correct way. So the data shouldn't be like this. Get variable, request get var. Let me try home title and home subtitle. This is our form. Okay, and this is our name, home title and home underscore sub underscore title. Okay, so I tried to get first home title, home title, and we have to use this request, capital request. Okay, okay, and dollar request. This is the syntax. Okay, this is unnecessary word space. Okay, I remove that. And I want to var dump, because I'm not sure whether I get the string or something else. Okay, I want to dump this data. I must get the submitted value of that title. Okay, so again I hit refresh. It's a confirm resubmission. I say okay. Okay, it gives me the error. The two few argument passed. Controller add home data 0 pass. Okay. Also we are saying the request. So something went wrong. We can't like this. Okay, if I submit it, but it will give error for the request. I think we can check that this and request. Okay, let's try. Okay, the refresh again. Don't say submit again. Yes, I get that string welcome to resto, but this time I get with the yes, actually I have get that with the yes. So I'd say the title. Same way I can get the title. Okay, title and subtitle. Okay, home subtitle. I say subtitle. This time I echo that subtitle. Okay, we get both the value, and now we have to submit those in the and save them in the database. So we have get the submitted value from the admin form. Okay, to this we need a concept called a modem. The model, we already have one user model. On the same basis we are going to create another model called a home data model. And its name should be the table name started with the capital. Okay, let me check. Yes, without anything, we have the home data. So H capital home data and then M capital model.php. So I just copy entire core structure here. Now we have to change the table name. It's home data table. Okay, so primary key is id, it's true, and allowed value is only two, name and value. We have created only two columns. Something went wrong. Okay, yes, now it's okay. Name and value. Structure have only three columns. First thing. created at, updated at, deleted at, those fields for the user table are created at. We don't need those fields for the home data, so we can comment out this. Let's save it. So we are using this model. To use this model, I have to add this model here. Use model, codeigniter model, then home data model. Yes, now I will create object of that model. Model is equal to new home data model. Model name equal to the title. Okay, name is equal to home title, say it is. And the value is our value from the form. This is the title variable. We have stored that in the title variable. And then model we have to first I save it. Okay, and die. I think it should be app model. App models. Yes, models. Then home data model. One more thing we have to do is to rename it to home data model. Okay, the class name and the file name. So it will not show us the error. Why it's showing us error somewhere? Let's say one error. There it is. At the bottom. Model save. Okay, let me check. We have registered the user and saved it. In the user controller we have used the model user model. Okay, let's save this. Yes, we have created the user using the seeds. We also applied the filters. model. Okay, let me run. If you find some error, then say I have passed the true here. Okay, I hit the F5, it will call me the confirm resubmission, and currently I am only submitting only one value. Okay, so submitted, return value false, type boolean. First I have to check with what happened with it. Nothing is entered in the table, but we have the error. Must be array boolean return. So I have to go and check models, modeling data, and how to using codeigniter's model, creating your model, connecting to your database, configuring, working, saving data. Okay, this user model insert, and data is there given. Another thing, yes, we have created this allowed field, user model, find. We don't want to find currently. Yes, in the next step we are going to do this, but currently we want to insert data. Save method. Okay, so save method is like this. We have to create the data, and like this we have to save. So model name, creating new model and saving. Okay, we are going to use this way. I create a variable data, and then I choose this dollar data equal to array. And I have the name. It is title. Another array, I have the value, and it is our actual title value. Okay, and I don't need these two things. Okay, it's home title. You just pass this data to save it in the database. Okay, let's try again. It's submitted, hit the refresh, and I find this home title there. Now what to do if there is already record for the home title? So we don't want to add a new record for it. Okay, and id is not incremented. Okay, the problem was that, okay, in the structure we have not make it as add to incremental. So add to increment it, an attribute Okay, also I have to make it as a primary key. First I save it in the auto increment and it automatically assigned to primary key. I go to browse and yes, now it's 1, no problem. Okay, we have to first find where there is any record with the name home title, then I have to update that. Okay, so instead of creating this record, we have to find. So we go in the manual, find. Okay, with the ID is there by default, update is there. Find column is there, column name. I have to use this find where, yes, user model where active one find all. Okay, so I have to find the this. Okay, I want to find only first code. Just copy this and we are going to use our own logic before this saving. So first we check, and if we not find this record, then only we update this. Okay, so in the same case we are going to update or add new. Why we are doing add new? Because we are doing it first, and that's why we had done previously. I have not checked that because I know that there was no record, so I create model user. Instead of user model I use home data model, and home data model is our new model. Yes, I need this statement above. This is our one, because we are dealing with only one model, we are not using many models. So this is my title. Okay, where home title, where name is equal to home title. Okay, here name should be home title first, and if I find this record, if $title is there, you just have to update the model. I just have to pass the data is equal to title. Let's save it. Don't need to pass this array. Okay, if title is there, but if I not found that title, else what I do, the same thing. I think I already defined that model. No. Yes. Okay, we don't need this model because we have already defined that. Let me check this time. We have to update the data instead of inserting. Okay, whether this logic is working or not. I hit the refresh and hit enter and it gives me error. Argument to pass codeigniter string or null must be called in model 90266. Okay. Here I die and echo the title. Die title. Either we are getting it or not. So we are just debugging the code. Okay, fatal error I have there before that. So home model, okay. First paradigm, and then I die. Something is wrong here. Now it's correct. Okay, we already have this rec. This is came from the database. It say we have the title. Okay, so let's say we have the title, and I have to check if title. This is record home title. Home title. Okay. Let it. Because it's array, and you have to check only one thing, not the array. If title value. Okay. This is the column name. If the title have some value. Okay. This was because we have passed the array to if the title value is set, your data is equal to this, and this is the common statement in both things. I just cut it and put outside the if else, and we also don't need this big. Okay, what was that? Okay, now this is else, and this is another. If else, if already value, we only pass the value, updated value. Else, we have this both that home title name, and we save the model. Just I have to check again. Updating process is not perfect, I think. Okay, this is the user model. We say update, and I pass the ID and data. But, before where, yes, user model where set and update is there. Okay, if there is a value, then I have to set that value and then update. Okay, or I have to save that value. This is the model. So is used for insert or update, that hands inserting or updating the record automatically based on whether it finds an array key matching the primary key. Does on insert. Okay, define as a model primary key is ID. Okay, and user self performance. Okay, so I have to pass this ID also to update it, and if I not pass the ID, it will insert. So when I have to work this save as a update, I must pass this id, and id I have is our primary key, and so I pass the id here, but my id is not 3, my id is the title where, because we dumped this title and we get that entire row, and from this title I will get the id. Okay, so now it will save the update the record, and in else it will create a new record, and the else case was done at the first step. I will show you by manually deleting the record from the database we can insert that. Okay, so this is the logic. I saved it. Again hit the F5. Okay, error, trying to get the property value of no object. Okay, the title is given. Yeah, is the problem. Again I have to dump that there. Name is there. Okay, yes, there is no value. Value is there. Okay, first we check. Instead of value, to may confuse it, I use this name. I put that this time, and again try F5. Yes, problem is that we are using the first method, and this time we not get the object, we get directly the array. So instead of using that arrow, we have to use this. Now it will work fine. If we use the find all, we get the object of arrays, but we are using the first method of that model, so only we get that value. Yes, this time value also work. Still the problem must be a type of string or null array given called sample. Okay, so again we have to check it. I will dump again this title. And I type here. After dump, we are also going to dump the subject name. Okay, for id better. Check what is there. I think the refresh. Yes, this time I get the 1. Okay, and also I am going to dump this value. What is wrong with this? Nothing. Okay, let me try with the id. This id also here, and this time I remove this die. I think here is the problem. Okay, model save. The model, you find the first array we have. So you have cut off same. Let's try. Yes, here is the problem. Title. This time title is not this. Yes, that's why. You can say title here. Oh. Okay, I call it as a home title. Okay, this variable as home title. Instead of it, I call it the home data. Okay, we get it from the data and home data ID. So if we have the home data ID, means we have the record already in the database, then we just have to update that value. This is all, and it's not title, it's home title now, which we get from the form. Okay, and else the condition is just we have to add the new record. So this is now the updated code. Let's check. F5. Okay, die is still there. No, die was not there. Okay, I hit the F5. Okay, this is the same record updated, but value is not changed. So I just go back to that info and I fill the form with the new title. Okay, now one thing also we have to do here, we have to have the value from the database for the admin to know what is the current value in the home title and subtitle. So how to do that? So in the admin controller, when we loading the information, okay, we need model, new model, where title, home title. So this is our, we need some data. Okay, home data, and we get the title. But we also need the subtitle. We are going to see one by one. First I get the home data title, and I want to send it. Okay, I have to create one variable data, and I say home title, and I say in this home data title. Okay, home data title. Okay, how we can have it? So it is the first. So I just home data, the value. Okay, the value here we need, we use the ID. Here we need the value, that is the actual value, and I store it in the data array with the key home title, and I pass that data, entire data, to the information. Okay, so we should get this in the information. Let me try. I'll go with the value, same key there. Let's see, check whether we get this value from the database, and we display it here. Okay, finally we get that value from the database. Okay, so again I explain you how we have done. First we, okay, something went wrong, laptop get hang. Okay, just we have to wait. Yes, now okay, fine. So this is our information method inside the admin controller. The line number 24 is model, new home data model. We fetching the data from that model we have created. Inside the models, config controllers models, we have this home data model. It has the table, default table, that home data. Okay, so we fire the query using the codeigniter query model where name home title. Okay, so if you go to the database, you will see we need the value of the property home title and the first value, and if you get that data, we read it that value using this home data. Using the home data, we get the home data as an array, and we read that property using the value key, and we store it in the home title. We pass this to home data. First, okay, and we pass data to the view with this syntax, and data is the array, and we can directly access this variable by using the applying the $sign before that key, and here I put that value, I set that value to that input value. Okay, the same way we need to have the subtitle. Okay, but we don't have currently any subtitle. Home subtitle. Okay, so again same thing will be there. Home data also need, and this time I need subtitle. So I can hit the query. This time I say home subtitle or where. Okay, we have not decided it. Okay, home subtitle will be the key first data. So this time I have to add home subtitle and save it into the data array. Okay, and this time it will warn us because we will not get this home data value. So I apply if case if home data ID. Okay, if we get the record, then only we have to add the current value to the data variable. Okay, so I can also write this in a one line. If we not get that value, we can assign it to empty. So instead of this, I use the ternary operator. So instead of using if, now I say if it's set, and if that home data value is set, if it is set question mark, set it to that, otherwise keep it empty. Okay, and same thing for the subtitle. Okay, check now that we have called this home data model, new model, and we fire the query where the name is home title and called, and if we get the some value, we set it to home title, and if we not get that value, we set empty string to that home title value. Same way we have done for the home subtitle. Okay, and we pass this data to the view. Something went wrong. Set is end here, if is end here, and okay, we need to remove this outer bracket. Okay, still error. Okay, we don't need to have the if statement, ternary operator without if statement. Now it's correct. Is set that value, if yes, then passing that value to that home data subtitle, otherwise the empty string. Okay, so this is our form, and I have both the value set. I hit the refresh, and this time no error, and I only get this first value because second value was not set. Okay, and now at this time submission. Okay, first I show you that updation is working, so I add some 2-3 dots to that home title and submit. Okay, and I browse it, it will show you that 3 dots added, and also when I go to back, it will show you these 3 dots in the title, and those are coming from the database. Okay, so updation of title is working. So next time I have to do the updation for the subtitle. So I go to admin controller, and here is our add home data function is there, which adds the data. Okay, so I delete it. Home data I will get, make it smaller. If home data ID I get, this is for the first, and same thing we have to do with the subtitle. I just copy all this. Okay, saving this work. Okay, subtitle. Okay, I want the data from the subtitle. If I get, and this time we have the subtitle, the variable above from the database, and here also I have to type subtitle, home subtitle. Okay, no, here we have the subtitle only. Okay, let me correct all the things. Here I also write home subtitle to avoid the confusion. Okay, so here's the submitted code there. I don't need this. Now see, this is home title, which we get from the post form when the form is submitted with the post request. This is the subtitle which is filled by admin in the form. Okay, then I check whether these records already exist in the database, then just update, otherwise create that record. Okay, so first thing, online number 36 I check whether home title is record is there. If there, I get the ID. Okay, and if I get the ID, I just have to put that ID and a value, pass the value for the name home title. Okay, else I pass the name and value and I call the save, and when we call the save with the ID, it updates. Okay, because ID is the primary key, we have defined that in the home data model. Okay, primary key we have defined line number 11. So when in this data variable, if you get the ID, it will update by finding that ID. Okay, and if it not get the ID, it will create the new record. And this is for the home title. Same thing we have done for the home subtitle. We find the record. If we find that record, means we get the ID, and then we pass this data line number 45, else we pass the line number 47, and it is line number 47 is without ID and line number 45 with ID. And on line number 47 we are not passing the ID, we are just passing the name and value, because we also don't have that home subtitle. Okay, that name record. And in line number 45 I am not passing the uh, name key to that array, because I know that it is there, and every record is uniquely identified by this ID, so it will get updated. Okay, though I found that with that name only. Okay, my logic is with this. So with this logic, update and deletion both are work. Okay, so now updation for this title will work, and creation of record for the subtitle will work. I submit it, still I get the error at line number 44. Try to access the array of set of value of type null at line number 44. Okay, what is going wrong here is if okay, it doesn't find that ID. Okay, it's first time. So what happened with the database? Nothing. So we must check if is set. I have to use is set, because it get nothing. It doesn't find any record with the home subtitle as a name. Okay, so it not get that ID. So we have to check if is set. Okay, and same thing logically I have to do with the above line. It was not showing error because we already have that ID there. Okay, so these are some small corrections. Okay, now again I resubmit the form and I continue. Okay, I browse it. Yes, we get the value, and I check, go back again, and I found it here. And one more thing I have to do when I submit the form. Okay, when I save it, it must redirect, redirect. Direct route. Okay, it must redirect me to admin and info. Again to that. Okay, rout. Okay, I need to check redirect also. Redirect URL routing. Click Control F. Redirect. There must be somewhere redirect is constant. Okay, not this. Yes, controller and routing. You are right. Okay, route is the variable. Okay, control F, redirect. Okay, route add on this redirecting routes add redirect. We just have to redirect, not this one. Redirecting, not this. And something. Derive codeigniter 4 from controller. Okay, redirect is we have to write directly. Redirect. Okay, this is something different. It's same, but this is return redirect to URL. Okay. So to return redirect admin info. Okay. We have to redirect to that admin and info. Okay, let's try again. So here in the dashboard I remove these 3 dots. Okay, and here I say 10 years. Okay, and I submit it. 404, it's a index.php admin info not found. Something wrong is happening. Admin info routes. Okay, base URL. Where is that? Okay. Let me try again. Okay, submit this form. Okay, it redirect me to that info page. Okay, using the base URL we have corrected the path. What that happened, it created admin/admin and info instead of creating directly admin/info. So it's correct now. So this is how we have done. Okay, I add 2 exclamatory mark just for testing and I submit. And we again back with the updated value. You can also check by refreshing here. 2 exclamatory marks are there. Okay, both things are updating. Adding 2 dots and again make it back to 8 and save it. So perfect, it's working fine. Okay, yes. So this we have managed the home section, though many things have to do. Add this video, which video should be played, we can manage all those things. First thing, we have to display those things from the admin to that front end. Okay, so it's simple. Just like we have passed the value to that view, information view from this. So just I copy this, okay, entirely, and pass this data to that front end view. So for the front end we are using the home controller and this is our index, and I pass this data to that index view. Okay, and so using the same variable name we can okay, so I go to, okay, I also have to call this home data use app models. Okay, home model. Okay, so that error is gone now, that unknown method. So it was called because we have given the reference and we have passed this data to that view, and if we not get data it will show the empty strings there, but it will get data because we have filled that data from the admin and updated the database. Okay, so it goes to index view. So inside the view, okay, inside the view we have the index.php. okay, and here we have to echo those things at the top. Yes, welcome to that. And we also consider that span already. This is our home title variable. I just echo this dollar home underscore title. Okay, and same way h2 is our home subtitle. Okay, save it and let's see the magic, whether our script is working or not. Okay, it's working fine. And real time we can change it. Yes, I just remove these two dots. I hit refresh. Yes, it's working. Dealing more than 10 years. Okay, and I say restore. Welcome to any famous restore. King's restore. Okay, just for testing purpose. And I hit the refresh. So this way we have changed the home section data. Okay, and next thing, just one thing we have to do is the add the span, and to that span specific css apply by this restaurantly thing. Okay, don't worry about this symbol. When we finish our development and change our development mode to production, this logo of codeigniter will be removed. Okay, so in the home section we also need to change this URL of YouTube video. So first I go to that restaurantly, and here is my YouTube URL. So again go back to that information form and create one more field for the video. So where is that view? This is inside the admin information. I create one more text, just like for we have created for the title and subtitle. I rename it to home video URL. Okay, because it's URL. I also change. Okay, type text, controller name also change, and here you have to change the home video URL. Okay, home video URL we have to change. All things are required. And currently what I'm going to do, I just copy. Where is our index? This is my I have this URL from the theme. Okay, I just copy it. First I store this into the home data. Okay, so this is my admin controller, and this is add home. Okay, so I repeat this. Okay, I repeat this. Okay, and this time I have to check home video URL. Okay, if I have home video URL and I found that, okay, and I also need to get that home video URL from the from the form. Okay, so when we are posting this form, home video URL. URL. Don't worry, this was our first section, that's why we are recovering that much time. In the next, we have already reference methods, we just copy paste the code and it will speed up our process. So this will save the okay. So again I go to the home controller. This is, I think this is done for the admin. And in the home, just repeat this code, home data for home subtitle, and replace it with the home video URL. We send with that, and as we sending that URL with the home video URL key, we can use this in the view at the final view, views index.php. Okay, here what I have to do, okay, just I copy this URL for the sample purpose, Control X, I go to dashboard, I hit the refresh, okay, and define variable we are getting. Okay, I have to do one more thing. In the admin controller, this is Control Z. Admin controller, we have the home title, subtitle, and home video URL is there. Yes, but we have not sent that. Okay, so same way, just like in the home controller, we have passed that to that where is controller, admin controller and home controller. Okay, so I just copy this line. I pass this line here, data, we get that value, we can pass it to that, so it will not show us the error because we have called that home video URL in our view, that inside the value. Okay, so currently, okay, this fine. Let me check whether any error here. No, any error, because I have not saved that falsely posted information. Okay, so this is the value I needed. I put this value in the form. Okay, and this is the key I have to use and pass it to the href value. Okay, why? Very well. Okay, so what will happen, currently you will not get any video here. Okay, if I play, it will show nothing. Okay, it will show you that main page only because that is so, and if I save it, I submit, it must, but what happened, it's not creating any. Yes, it has created, but with the key subtitle. Yes, home video. Why this happening? Home video URL. might be the problem in the admin controller. Just went so fastly. Home video URL is there, and when we saved this data, yes, I have passed the wrong array. Okay, now this will be updated. So value is home video URL is there. Now any subtitle, okay, home subtitle key is remaining, that's why it went there. And now I go to that front end. Now I hit the refresh, I get that value, okay, and I hit again refresh here, and now try to play. It should play, yes, it's playing that video. So I take some dummy video from the YouTube. Okay, this is the video template I have. And let me try to update with this. It is submit. Okay, F5. So we have made this completely dynamic home view, home section. Okay, there are also two buttons, we can change their titles also. You can go to menu, and instead of menu, if someone wants different name or some regional name, regional language, that also we can do. We can provide two more input boxes in the form, and say book a table text and our menu text, but it's in advance. In future we have to do many things. Also we can change that background image. Okay, so from where this image is coming, it is in the view or from the CSS. Okay, just inspect and check. Inspect. Okay, yes, it is from the CSS. So in the next section we will see how to change it, because already it's more than 2 hours. Okay, so in the next video we will see the remaining part of that home section, and further we are going to deal with another section about menu and other things. For the menu, we are going to manage it separately, not from the information. We create separate item here, menu, separate link, and separate forms will be there. And here something went wrong, because not closed properly things. So I go here in the information view. I think while adding the third field, something went wrong. This is div. Yes. This unnecessary close of another div. Yes, we don't have to close that. And end of div. This is the form group started, ended. These two are unwanted. Okay, I have some plugin, that's why it's creating the problem. Okay, I have fixed one. Okay, the same way. This is the second div. Okay, now it's okay. This is the final for the submit. This is the form, and okay, I save it. I hit F1, beautify file in HTML style ink, and now I check form, ends form, and this div for button, this for the video URL, this for the subtitle, and this for the form group. This is the card body. Okay, it's the card header that close on the same line. This is div card. Yes. And this is the codeigniter 6. If it is correctly, okay, save again and hit the refresh. Still the problem. We have that this codeigniter 6 and this codeigniter 6 both should be in the container fluid section 30 and all inside the row. Okay, this is codeigniter 6. It's going wrong. Okay, this row ends here. Container fluid is there. This should be in the new. Okay, one more closing div is required. This is row and this is codeigniter 6. This is the card div. Okay, card is in here. So first I cut this div, Control X, Control S, refresh. Okay, everything is fine. If there is problem with the cutted code, and I want to recheck this code. Okay, I created new. Okay, I created a new file. Paste this code. I'm trying to recheck it. Okay, here is my code. What's going wrong with it? The div codeigniter 6, then we have the card div there. Okay, Control X. Line number 18 to 53. I have a error. Okay. 18 to 52. So this div. So 3 divs we are closing. Okay. Instead of form, we are closing 3 divs. Yes, and here instead of form we have this div is also closed. 1, 2, 3. Row main content div section. Within the row we have the codeigniter 12. If I save it, check what's going wrong. Yes, there should be need to close something in the first. This is the codeigniter 6. This is the card. This is the div. Okay, header. This is the card body. Card is also end here. Codeigniter 6 end here. Okay, there is no need to close the row. Okay, let's check another. Inside the codeigniter we have the card. Okay, card has the card header and card body. That's this like this. Cool LG6 has the card header is there, card header, and we have the card body and card block. This might be the problem. After that we have the 3 closing. Yes, here also 3 closing. Something is wrong between the card body div. Okay, card block. I have to add this card block class. Yes. So I hit the refresh again. No, this is not the problem. There is another problem in the line number 10 to 1 to 50. Okay, just extend. We have the form group, input form, and like this form group. 10 to 1 to 51 we have. This is the card title. This is our form ends here. Let me remove this form and check whether everything is fine without form. I save it, refresh. Yes, everything without form is okay. So there is error in our form code only. I paste again it here. Inside the form, this is our form group 1, form group 2. So yes, here is problem that it is not closed properly. This second view has success. This is the form group. It has the label for the title. Okay, this is the second. It has the label and input. It is not closed here. Okay, it should be closed. Okay, this get closed. This is our third for the URL, and it is closed here. Now for the submit button, it is open and close. Save it. F5. Yes, now it is correct. Finally we have corrected these things. Again I do F1, beautify the file, HTML. Okay. So the code is in the line and readable. When I hit 5, yes. Now everything is okay and dynamic. We have made this. Okay. So just stop the video.